Thank you.
All right. Good evening. My name is Greg Croto. I'm from UTEC, and I am proud to be alongside my distinguished friends here at UTEC. So thank you again for taking the opportunity to hear us. You probably know a bit about UTEC. So we work in the Merrimack Valley. We serve young adults that are justice involved, and all of them come to us looking for that second chance. And I think, for this bill, we stand in support of raising the age for a number of reasons. I think foremost, we believe in the idea of a clean slate for everyone. And we also believe in the idea of the Commonwealth having the best chance forward to have true public safety. And we believe firmly that this bill does both of that. I think this legislation, we will hear more about it in terms of the science behind it, and I know you're familiar with that. I would just say one point that stands out for myself is the fact that in this bill, you're guaranteed the education, right? As opposed to the discretion of depending on which county jail or which prison you might end up in, you are guaranteed education. And by guaranteeing that education, we believe you're also guaranteeing the ability for recidivism to go down in our communities, right? And we know that recidivism is the highest amongst 18 to 25-year-olds, and if we can do that, if we can guarantee that education, the support services, we believe we can also guarantee better public safety data as well. So I'll be brief, but I just would like to say that the work of our young adults and staff who work alongside them, many of them with the similar lived experience, makes us firmly believe in the idea that no one should ever be seen by the one thing that maybe they've done that's worst in their life, right? And we firmly believe in that concept for everyone, and we're here today to be able to share that, and I'd like to share the time now to my distinguished colleagues who can talk about the change they're making and the way they are change makers. Mary.
Yes, sir. Hi, good afternoon. Dear members of the Judiciary Committee, my name is Mary Gomez, but I go by Nini. I'm here to testify in support of H 1710/S942, an act to promote safety and better outcomes for young adults known as Raise the Age. Before I start, I want to share with you that I'm a young adult of UTEC who has now gotten her life in order, or at least I'm trying to get on the right path. I'm working on my high set right now as we speak. I'm also a part of organizing an advocacy group, which is why I'm here with you today in support of raising the age of juvenile convictions from 18 to 21. When I was younger, I made many mistakes. A few of them have gotten me into places I did not want to be in. I caught my first case when I was 18, and then I caught 2 other cases in my early 20s or maybe before that. I've been incarcerated 3 times since my 18th birthday, and I don't wish that experience on anyone. Right now, I'm 25 years of age, and I feel really lucky to have the opportunity that I have today to go to work, to go to school, and to be a part of UTEC. Looking back, I really needed a chance as a young adult to develop my social-emotional skills, and I really just needed support, not a harsh prison sentence. There's a lot more of my story that I can share, but I'm still only 25, and I've been to prison 3 times. It's a place I don't want to go back to, and I hope that moving forward, other young adults can get the opportunity that they need. Raising the age allows for learning and growth rather than recidivism. It is no surprise that catching a charge and having that on record severely impacts your life going forward. There is no need for mistakes made in youth to hinder the growth that can be made after. Raising the age creates a chance to learn and reflect on choices made in youth and growth for them. Thank you for your time. I hope that you move this legislation favorably out of our committee.
Thank you.
Out of committee, I'm sorry.
Right. Yes, my voice is kind of going. Good evening, guys. My name is Marcos Estevez, but I go as Fredo, and I'm here to testify in support of H 1710/S942, an act to promote safety and better outcomes for young adults known as Raise the Age. It should be to 21 because 18-year-olds are still trying to figure things out. For example, I was on the wrong path and was gang involved at 13 years old. After many years of attending more funerals than birthdays, and after seeing many of my friends, including my brother, get tried and charged as adults, I decided to take a hold of my life. Right now, I'm 25, and this is my second time back at UTEC, and I can say I have successfully turned my life around. Since being at UTEC, I have been involved with organizing and the organizing crew coming up to the State House and working on local issues. Now, as I'm moving on from programming, I will be working at Thrive, which is a nonprofit that focuses on reentry services. I have worked hard, and I'm ready to give back to my community. UTEC believed in me, and if a place like UTEC that invests in emerging adults did not exist, I probably wouldn't be here with you all today. I believe in young people, and I think we deserve a chance or even multiple opportunities at getting things right. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about the friends I've lost to the streets or to the justice system. Investing in raising the age for juvenile convictions is not just an investment in young people, it's an investment in the future and health for our communities. Thank you for the support. I hope you may move this bill favorably out of committee. Thank you.
Good evening, esteemed members of the Judiciary Committee. My name is Charles Rosario, and I'm here to testify in support of House Bill 1710, Senate Bill 942, an act to promote safety and better outcomes for young adults, better known as Raise the Age. And I am here in support of raising the age for juvenile convictions from 18 to 21 because no young adult should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. As someone who has mentored emerging adults from the ages of 18 to 25 in the Brave Unit in MCI Concord, I was able to witness firsthand just how profound the positive impact is when we adequately invest in the rehabilitation of this particular age group. I have seen tremendous improvements in young men's disposition towards education, towards career development, towards fatherhood, and perhaps most importantly, towards their own self-confidence and self-worth when given a space to invest in themselves, along with the necessary tools to do so. These are things that increase a young adult's chances of success when they return to society, which in turn improves public safety and the quality of life, not just for themselves, but for society as a whole. I was also incarcerated at a young age, and I would like to point out that my mentality wasn't much different at 21 when I committed the crime that got me sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole, as it was when I was a juvenile committed to the Department of Youth Services. It wasn't until I was about 24, 25, or 26 that I was able to begin the process of truly understanding the breadth of impact that my actions have had on my life and on those of so many others. It took a certain level of maturity for me to appreciate it and to commit myself to repairing those harms. As I continued to grow and mature, I continued to invest in my rehabilitation and managed to become selected to be a mentor in the first ever Young Fathers program in the nation. I managed to become a certified restorative justice facilitator and also obtain a bachelor's degree with magna cum laude honors from Emerson College. I am now currently working with young adults out here in the community as part of UTEC, continuing the work that I started while I was in prison, but I was only able to do that because I was afforded the opportunity to redeem myself and turn my life around and come back out into the community due to my sentence structure as prescribed by law. For those 18, 19, and 20-year-old young adults who do not have the same opportunity due to the structure of their sentences, my aim is to highlight the redeeming quality that they possess, a quality that I myself have demonstrated through my own journey of personal growth and development during my incarceration. I believe that these young adults who have been wrongly deemed irredeemable in the eyes of the justice system deserve a second chance. Because if I was able to find redemption and change my life for the better after going to prison with a life sentence at the age of 21, then those that are 18, 19, and 20 years old are also able to do so. Thank you.
Oh, God. How do I follow that up? Hold up. All right, good evening, members of the Judicial Committee. My name is Vincent Mai Shalom Fong, and I am here to support H 1710-S942, an act to promote safety and better outcomes for our young adults, better known as Raise the Age. I am here to support Raise the Age for juvenile convictions from 18 to 21 because this bill would affect my life and many people that I work with. I was convicted in 1998 for first-degree murder for a choice that I made when I was 17 years old. While I was incarcerated, I took the opportunity to work on myself, went to many self-help groups, and sat in numerous restorative justice circles. And in this time, I was able to face my own traumas and work out many of my internal battles. After 21 years of incarceration, I have now been home 5 years. And this is all due to a ruling that came down in the United States Supreme Court that deemed it inhumane to sentence juveniles to lifetime parole. I've worked so hard to turn my whole life around and currently dedicated myself to repairing the harm I once was responsible for my community. Today, I work for UTEC, and I am the reentry manager there. And my work involves going behind the walls and working with emerging young adults and also supporting them when they come home and are released from prison. Part of that work is also going into MCI Concord to the Brave Unit. The Brave Unit is specially designed for emerging young adults that are fathers. And this is one individual by the name of Sammy Garcia, who's worked so hard at his life to be different, to do what he needs to do to be a different person. See, quick, I get napkin, please. Sammy and I, a little backdrop of our history is that we were once rivals in different gangs. We was really didn't see the eye to eye in the streets. And it's good for me to go to the Brave Unit to be able to see him as the man he is today, right? The only problem is that he's doing a life bid. I was 17 years old. He was 20. And the difference is I'm home and he's not. So, I believe that I'm thinking about a lot of other people too. I'm thinking about Lonnie Watkins, Ricky McGee, Wayne Grant, Paul Howell, Peter Ben, all those guys that pretty much molded and shaped me to who I am today, right? How this bill is gonna affect them. And this bill really means a lot to me.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your testimony and for all the work that UTEC's doing.